Hey, welcome back to my channel. I'm back. And what am I on? Day 8. I'm day 8. This is so confusing for me because I'm filming like 3 days ahead. So I'm like, oh, I don't know what day I'm on. So yeah, so we're on day 8. And today we are going to be playing with cards. Yep, playing cards. Yeah, I love playing cards with my kids. So I always have a pack of cards in the house. And guess what we're going to be making? So today we are going to be making, look at them, aren't they cool? And they're so easy. They're so easy to make. So we're going to be making some of these, and we're going to be doing a few things. So I'm going to be painting the bugs as well with my distress inks, because I've been asked a couple of times how I do that, and I don't think I've done a video on it, so I do apologize for that. But yeah, so we're going to be painting the bugs, and we're going to be laminating them as well. If I need to find my laminating machine. We're going to be laminating them, and then we're going to be putting these together. So we're going to be having lots of fun today. So we need our bug stamps, and I have some new ones as well. Tracie Fox has got the little teeny weeny bugs. So yeah, I mean, you don't have to use, you can use digitals as well if you want to. You don't have to. I don't think I've got any bug digitals, like just of bugs. I might have to have a look. Oh, not that I need an excuse to buy digitals. But yeah, so we're gonna get our bug stamps out. We're gonna need our distress inks, a paintbrush, our glue, washi tape. Don't have to use washi tape. We could also use tissue paper, or the cheap. You can also use your music paper and your book paper if you want to as well. But these papers that are just cheap papers from Amazon, we could use those as well. So let's get all our bits together and let's start crafting. Right, so I've got all my bug stamps, but firstly, I just want to say, if you haven't got a laminating machine, do not go out and buy one. You do not need one. I'm only using one because I've got one. You can, if you want to, you can buy the laminating pouches, which aren't that expensive, and just put the piece between 2 tea towels and iron it. It does exactly the same thing. Or use sticky back plastic, contact paper, or just use 2 pieces of acetate. Literally use what you've got. Do not go out and buy a machine that you honestly don't need. Like I said, I've had mine for quite a while, so I'm using it because I've got the pouches and I've got the laminating machine, but you do not need it. So yeah. Disclaimer. Right, so the stamps that I've got quite a few all and create because just love them, and they are one stamp, but you could cut the bug out. I don't know if these are going to be too big. I mean, the ladybug won't, the dragonfly is going to be, and I'm not too sure about the butterflies. You might be able to turn the card sideways, so yeah, we can still work with what we have. I also have the crawling creatures, which these also come with die sets. Perfect, because I don't have to fussy cut, even though I don't mind fussy cutting. I've got a little butterfly here on just a cheap set from Amazon. Another, I think this might be Globland off of Amazon, I'm not sure, but look at all the butterflies. And then we've got Bugly Negatives, which, look at those. I love them, by Tracie Fox. Love them. And then we also have Tim Holtz. So we've got Moth Study, we've got Flutter, and I believe Flutter also has a die set. And you don't have to do butterflies and moths and bugs and stuff. You can do toadstools. So I've got teeny toadstools as well. And I thought I'd get out Papillion, just because there's a couple of butterflies on there as well. And one of the things that Tracie Fox's stamps are these, because these would be perfect to go underneath. Sam Paul also has loads of figure stamps as well, so we'll grab those out. But first off, we're going to do some stamping. Right, so I've got some of my double-sided photo paper, my matte photo paper, 140 grams, so it's not that thick. You don't want it too thick because obviously you're laminating it and you don't want it to have like a bulk on it. And we're going to use, I think we're going to use my my new Versifying Clay, my new juicy one. And then I have my acrylic blocks. I don't know why my brain went quiet then. Right, so we've got the acrylic blocks, and I've got a wipe for my stamps. And let's get stamping. Get all cozy. I haven't used these before. But I do like that they actually come with the number underneath. So we need to check what ones, can't really tell. That one would fit. That one would fit. I think that one's just a little bit too long. So I'm only going to do I might do oh, ink my finger. I might do 2 stamping of each bug. Oh, look at that. Oh, I do love a good stamp. Done it again. These stamps literally look like they've been printed. I mean, they have been printed because we're printing them. But I mean, like, you know, printed with a computer. Right, so I've just had a proper measure and these will fit. I mean, look at them. They're just so cool. Right, so I have worked out that this little 7cm by 4cm block, even though I don't think that's 7 centimeters, I'm gonna have to check that. It looks a bit small for 7 centimeters. No, it's 7 centimeters. Well, I mean, that maybe that's because I work in inches, but if it fits on here, then it will fit on the card. So this one might be, it fits though, look. So it might be a little bit close, but it fits. Stamping on this photo paper is a dream. I mean, look. How clear are those? Oh, love it. And I'll put those away later. So now I think I'm going to use these. I don't know why I'm always surprised after I've stamped. Oh, we want 2, don't we? Do we want 2? We've got quite a few butterflies. I don't think we need 2. This one might have to go sideways, so that will be different. Oh, I just love it. This has also got some other stamps that you can use as well. So I think the butterflies and the moths will definitely have to do sideways. And again, this is just one of those crafts where you can literally stick on a movie, And you can stamp loads of these sheets and then just put them in your stash. And when you want them, they're already stamped. Cut them out. Oh, they're just too cool. Right, so that's that sheet. I think that's enough off there. I think these are going to be too big. Oh, that one would fit. That one would fit. I think that's going to be... Oh, it would just fit. Just. I mean, the ladybug will fit. And that would just fit as well, but I don't want that one. So I'm going to do these last because they're all one stamp. So I'm going to stamp those on a different piece of paper. I don't think I'm going to use that one. Right, let's do a couple of toadstools. Ah. And we could kind of, oh, that one will just fit. We could trim these down. I think this has definitely got something to do with the fact that I've got a new ink pad. That's cool. Right, so that's one sheet. Let me put that up there to dry. Sure, I'm missing a bug set from Tim Holtz. Oh, look at that. Oh, it's beautiful. I'm going to do two of you. Love them. Excuse me. I don't think there's any others on here that will fit, she says. Now, we're probably not going to use all these, but they're not going to go to waste. They're definitely worth stamping and just... Ah! Let's stamp that one again. They're definitely worth stamping and keeping in your stash. I think that one's going to be might just fit. Oh, these are stamping so nice. Right, so that's, I'm going to do a couple of moths and I'm going to find my bug stamp set and then I'll be back. I have never known anybody make such a mess as I do when I'm stamping. Look at I've dyed my nails black. Look, and I've washed my hands. But messy play is happy play. So here I've got a few I've got a few sheets of the stamped images that I've done. So that's the one that we did together. Then I've got loads of butterflies and moths. Then I found my bug stamp, but I don't know where that bug is from, and it's really annoying me. I don't know if I've got a stamp missing or what, but I don't know where it's gone. So I'm going to have a look for that. But yeah, got many bugs on here. I also thought, I know, weird, right? But I also thought for Halloween, like some of the Tim Holtz stamp sets that I've got, you could use like the hands, the feet, the eyes, the ears, the heart. I mean, creepy, but I reckon it would look kind of cool. Then I've also thought light bulbs. I've got loads of Tim Holtz sets that have got light bulbs in. So I done some light bulbs, and then I didn't like that. I just thought it wasn't going to work with these, so I didn't bother. And then these are Tracie Fox's mini bugs. Oh, too cute, too cute. So now we're going to paint some. I am going to use my glass mat just because it's easier for the water and stuff. So first off, I'm going to paint. You can use your watercolor crayons, distress crayons, or the distress watercolor pencils as well. Currently caved, and I got one set, so I have this set. I'm not too sure if I want to get the others. I don't know, but I've got this set, so you can use those as well if you want to. I first off am going to use just some sprays. And I'm going to take the lid off, turn that upside down, get myself a paintbrush. So I've got a couple of little ones that can just flow, and then ones that are a little bit more controllable. I'm just going to dip it in, and then let's move that out of the way before we end up with an accident. And then I'm just gonna you can put a little bit on your, I'm just gonna paint. Now, one of the good things about distress is once it's dry, it's buildable. So what I tend to do is, oh, got a couple of droplets on there, look. What I tend to do is paint a few of them, and then let them dry while I'm painting, and then come back and do a bit of shading. Oh, I mean, look at that. It just looks so lush. I'm just going to get to wipe those beads off. So I'm going to do a couple in speckled egg just because it's my favourite. And it doesn't have to be perfect. Doesn't matter if you go over the lines, because you're cutting them out. Just so cool. Just so cool. I love them. Right, so while I've got the speckled egg out, I'm going to do, you could get yourself a palette and just drop some distress ink in. And I don't mind using the crayons, but I find that the distress sprays aren't too heavy, so they don't tend to take away, I'll show you, they don't tend to take away from the image. Let's just, I mean, they're lovely and pigmented, but because you're going over the black ink, it's not as, see, it goes, can you tell it goes kind of chalky? See the difference? So I do like them, but when I'm painting over things like this, it's the same as oxides as well. Oxides will do the same, leave it very chalky. So now I've got antique linen because it's another one of my favorites. And I'm not gonna paint them all on camera. But I will definitely show you what I mean about the buildable colour. Oh, see, this is just like heaven for me. Takes me back to the days of college and school. Especially college, being able to do art all day long. Oh, it's fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. I love them, and they're so vibrant because they're on the photo paper. So I'm just gonna... It's just so pretty. But we can't have them all the same colour, Toni. They can't all be speckled egg and antique linen. I mean, luckily enough, moths are very neutral. Right, so let me put the lid back on that. I'm going to give these a quick dry, and then I'm going to show you what I mean about buildable. Brought you in a little closer, and I've dried them. Let me just move you over a little bit. There we go. I've dried them, so now I'm gonna build the shading. So towards the body, I want it to be darker. So I'm just like that. And that just makes all the difference. Just that little bit. Again, a bit dark around the body. I mean, look at that. I'm going to have to change this one. Well, that's new. So if you go over the crayon with Distress ink, it makes the black a little bit more vibrant. Right, so let's do this one. Again, round by the body. And you can just keep doing this until it's the colour you want. Just keep building and shading. And then look at that. Let's give it a quick dry and then we'll do one more now. So we're going to do one more. Just not as far out as we went before. Look at that. Oh, I'll lift it up in a minute. So again, just making that bit darker. Oh, look at that. Or what you could do with like this, so if we go over the whole top and make the whole top darker. You could use, and then just do it all one colour and keep the bottom a lighter shade than the top, and then that will make that stand out. I mean, oh, just how cool is that? It's just so cool. And then let's just put a couple, and then again we'll do if you're not painting with your distress inks, painting and stamping with your distress inks on matte photo paper, honestly, you haven't seen anything as cool. It's just, obviously because it's photo paper, it's so vibrant. And then let me just look at that. How beautiful are they? Absolutely stunning. So I'm going to carry on, and then I'll be back. I've done the antique linen bit as well now, and look, not that one because the crayon ruined it. Look at that one. And the shading on them is just, oh, it's just beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Right, so I'm going to go and get some other colours, and then I'll be back. Right, so I haven't painted all of them because otherwise I will be here a very long time and it will be a Christmas craft. But I've painted a few of them. So I've done the heart. I actually love it. And a foot and a hand, and I got the bone colour. I started with Lost Shadow, and then I went over with antique linen, and antique linen on the light, the fly as well, and then I've done a couple of bugs, and Lost Shadow is perfect for fly wings. Then I wanted to try it out on a couple of light bulbs. And I did a couple of bugs. I didn't finish that one or that one. And some toadstools. But these, oh my goodness, look. Ah, I love them. They're so pretty. They're so vibrant. So what I'm going to do now is I have got, if I can find them, I've got myself some cute little snippy snips. So I'm going to cut some out. Like I said, I'm not going to do all of them. So I definitely want these two. I definitely want this one. I want a bug. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4. Five, 6. I want to fly. Seven. I definitely want to do the heart because that just looks too cool. And I want to do the foot as well. And I think that's it. I might get the fly and the hand, but we'll see how it goes, because obviously if I do it all on camera, we're gonna be here forever. I do, however, like this one. And I think I want a moth. I'll go for this one because it's closer. Right, so there are our bits. I'm going to put these away to finish later. And then I'm going to cut these out and then I'll be back. Right, so I have cut them all out. Look how cute they are. Oh, so they're all cut out. I cut out the little ticket at the bottom, so we're going to keep that. And I'm just warming up my laminator. I've got my pouches. These are the make. I will make sure I list everything in my Amazon store if you do want to get it. But like I said, you don't need to. You can buy the pouches and use an iron at home, or use contact paper, or just acetate. It's entirely up to you. So I think I'm probably just going to need the one. If I need more, I'll get more. Also, while I'm just finding the end, because I can never find the end of these. There we go. While I'm putting the bugs in here, my metal dangles don't I can't see on this. Make sure you place these enough far apart so that you can cut them out. Don't feel like you need to go and buy the metal foil tape, because use tin foil. I have a video on my channel. That middle bit needs colouring. I'm just going to colour it in with pencil. That'll do. Yeah, I have a video on my channel where I use tin foil. You don't need to get the foil tape. Right, so I'm hoping when I close this up, I'm not going to lose them all. Right. So I'm going to hold this really carefully. In fact, nerves. I think I'm going to turn it round so we've got the closed bit. I need to move that up a little bit because we need to make sure that these all have, so that has, 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 and that can stop there. Right, so let's just move some of these up. Right, so we'll place that there. because we need to make sure that we've got enough space where's the end? I think to be safe, I'm going to do them on a separate one. So just so I know I've got enough, I'll put those on a different sheet. Right, let's see if we can get this in here without dropping them. There we go. Let me move my drink. And I'm not going to touch it, I'm just going to let it feed through. Well, that didn't work. It got stuck. So now I need to find, I think I'm going to iron it. I think it should be okay if I iron it. Ah, right. So second go lucky. Let's hope this one, that's it. And it's ready, green light's on. I think it was my fault. I don't think I was holding it up. So fingers crossed. It's got a little creased, but it's okay. I had it on hot, but this is a cold laminator. These are cold laminated pouches. So if you do get this, make sure you check. Yeah, it doesn't like hot. And there we go. We've got those ones. They look so cool. These ones are a little bit, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to see if this straightens it out and send them back through. And it should kind of flatten them. I've already done these ones. I mean, look at the hand. The hand looks so cool. Oh, I love them. And this is what happened on the hot setting. It went really crinkly. They look so vibrant. Let's just hope this should flatten it out. And I think it has. It's flattened it out enough to be usable. Whew! Phew! Right. Oh, we've got ink everywhere. Right, so I'm going to leave these to cool. So we've got 3, 6, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So we're not going to make 13. This video, it's long. It's long. Right, so let's get the playing cards out. So I'll get one out, and what we're going to do is we're going to cut this square here. So let's line it up, and then we'll go from top to bottom. And you're going to need 2 per project because we want to sandwich them, sandwich the bugs and that in the middle. There we go. And then we can keep that for something else. So I have already done some. Yay! And what we want to do is we want to sandwich them together like that, but with the laminator inside. So first what we're going to do is we're gonna cover them. And I'm not too sure. I think this one might be, well, it not might be, but it is. So what we can do is get our sander and sand around the edges, but on the inside it's just easier for you to cut and fold. And do the same. You could even just, it would be easier if you just did this and just lined it up, to be honest. So don't listen to me. Do it the easy way, even though we can't even get that straight. And then just and this might even be, let's turn it round, this might even be enough. It's not quite. Nope. It's not quite. So let's do this side. Right, so I covered them and I think they look pretty cool. You can still see the card underneath, but I don't mind that. So I'm going to cover one that's not so hard, they're so thick. So I'm going to use this one, and I don't mind the white border. Because you can just ink it up. Oh, that was a little bit too high. And then we're going to do exactly the same as we did on my other video. And we're just going to cut along the white line. I've stuck them to my fingers. There we go. And I know it's rounded, but that's fine because just give it a bit of a sand. And then sand that down. How cool is that? Oh, let's glue that bit down. There we go. Right, so I'm not going to do the backs. I'll do the backs off camera. And there we have that one, which would look really cool with the hand. Or the foot. But then I'm kind of thinking this one with the foot. Right, so I'm going to cover some more and then I'll be back. So I have covered them all. Oh, that wasn't a quick job. So we have this one. We have this one. And this one. And this one. And there we go. Ta-da! These are the frames. And I'm going to work on this one first. Now, this is quite dark, so I'm thinking black soot. OG Dobber. And I thought this one would look great with the foot. So I'm gonna cut it out. And then I'm just gonna place it where I want it. Like that. And then just go underneath a little bit. And just trim it down. And then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to trim a bit off the corners because the corners are rounded. So we're going to turn this over and then we're going to put a bit of glue all the way around. This is the easy bit. The prep is what takes the time. And then put that in there. Hold that down for a bit where we want it. That's a shocking bit of trimming tone. And then we're just going to take this one, glue around it, and we're going to stick this, hold it down, give it a little pinch all the way around. I watch it because it's glossy card, it's very slippy. And because they're cheap cards, they're not printed straight, but that doesn't bother me. I'm just gonna give it a wipe. You might actually be better off using double-sided tape, to be honest. So that's one. And if I get double-sided tape, this might be a little bit easier. So I've got 3 thicknesses, and I'm thinking this one, yep, will be perfect. So we're going to do the brown one. There we go. And then peel it back. Sticker. And if there's any coming over the sides, just run your knife down and fold it. And then we're going to stick this. I think this is going to be the easiest way. What one do we want? Decisions. I think we're going to have this one. So just put it on like that. And then just cut round it. So there's 2 options, one with glue, which is a little bit fiddly. But then so is the double-sided tape, but it's a lot less messy. There we go. Oh, I love it. I love it. Right, where's the... There it is. Right, so on the back of it, I think I'm going to try this one. I think this one might be easier. And it won't hang over the edge. Peel this off. And then once we've got them all made up, we can do the exciting bit and we can decorate. This is going to be the hardest part because, oh, it wasn't actually that bad. But, oh, look, it's so cool. And then we'll do this one. And then I'll do the rest off camera. Pull up the tape. And let's pick one. That looks quite cool. think I'm going to do the fly. Perfect. It's so cold. Right, so we have 3 and I'm just gonna build the rest and then I'll be back and we'll decorate. Ta-da! That was a mission. I'm not gonna lie, that was a mission. Right, now we're on to the best bit, the decorating. So I'm gonna get my vintage photo and we're gonna do some distressing. Just going around the edge. Oh, just looks so grungy. And then I'll do the same with this one. Lovely. And then the darker ones, I think we'll use a walnut stain, I'm thinking. Oh, too cool. And then I did cut away. This is the difference between this one is one I did previously. This is laminated and this is acetate. So that's the difference between the acetate. There's not any, but you can still use it. It's still cool. I need my... Shall we do gathered twigs? Because that's quite dark. I'll tell you what we do want. We want ground espresso. Maybe not. We'll try gathered twigs. Yeah, I don't think that's dark enough. So apparently, I don't have ground espresso in distress. Who knew? Not me. Just gonna go. I know I've done it with the vintage photo, but I just wanna do the edges. With ground espresso. Perfect. Now there is one that I just wanted to this one. There we go. Right, now time for the cool bit where we get to stick stuff on. So I did cut out, I don't want that, but I did cut it out just in case. I did cut out these off of the All and Create stamps. Oh, it's very teeny. And then I think put it on the fly. I'll put that down there. I'll hold it down for a second. It's cut very wonky, but I don't care. I don't care. Nope. Here we go again. That's a bit big. Perfect. Just put that in that corner there. And then with me a crocodile. I want to make sure they're all in the same spot. Stuff everywhere. Right, I'm just gonna take out a handful. Got to change it round again. I love it. Right, let's ink it up. And we're going to put this one here because the butterfly practically fills it. And I'll tell you what else we could do. I don't know if this is going to work, so let's give it a little go. We could line that up there. It does. And then line that up there. Wow. Look at that. How cool is that? Do we want one this side or this side? Let's have one this side, because I always tend to put it on the other side, and then I come to do some work and I'm like, I've got nothing to hang off this page. Right, let's find a really, we're gonna have to dig right to the bottom for the itty bitty ones. Ground espresso. I've even, do you know what? I've done so much sanding today. I like it there. I've even had to change my sander. Hold that down. Oh, I love it. Now, do you know what I do? I want to do it on this one as well, but I'm only going to do it at the bottom because we've got stuff at the top. Oh, I love creepy one. Right, I don't think I'm gonna put one of these because I want these for the butterflies and the bugs and things. So let's just there's some really bad cutting there, but I had to cut it a bit wonky because it was really close to the bug. Right, so we've got two. I'm getting my box out. What else would be good for the laminate pouches as well? So if you think, well, I don't really want to buy any because I'm not going to make that many specimen cards, they're really good for just warming up, like, or putting through your laminator and using as acetate. Right, so I'm going to grab out, let's take these out of here. I'm just going to grab out a few. Put that there. And that there. And you know what we could use on these? We could use dangles. I mean, that's creepy. It is creepy. But how cool would that look in Halloween journal? Oh, I love it. So we've got 5 so far. Let's carry on going, shall we? I've got stuff everywhere. Again. Oh, I like this one. Let's see what we've got. We could use this. And let's put it over here. Yes. That one's already got a dark border, so I'm not gonna put that there. I'm not gonna bother putting one on. That looks so cool. Oh, so cool. Right. Let's do you. Do you know what? I think it might be easier if we just get them out. Field notes. And put that at the top. And then we've got this. that there. Right, so we've got 4 left, so let me get 4 eyelets. And then let's do the butterfly, but I do just want to... Right, now what one can we put on here? I'm kind of thinking... Oh, yes, I'm not even going to ink it. Oh, and then let's get this. This one I am going to ink. And that could go up there. Look at that. Oh, that looks so cool. Oh, right. ZB. I'm gonna, let me do this side. Let's do this bit first. Get this out the way. Keep chinging on my glass mat. I do apologise. I'm being very noisy. Right, now let's do this one. Wrong side. Right, and we don't need that anymore. And I think I just saw... I did. There we go. Right, so we have these two. So I like this. And these Tracie Fox sciencey labels are perfect for this, especially if you print a few to a page. Oh, look at that, look. So simple. That's there. Ta-da! And they're done. Right, let me have a tidy up. And then I'll be back. And we're done. Oh, look at them. I love them. I really, really love them. This what took a long time. But only because I made mistakes. So, do you know what we're going to do? Little charm. I love it. We could have used some on there. It's a bit big. Look at that one. I think this one's my favourite. This one and the hand. I love the hand. How cool is that? I'm not going to put them all on all of them. I've got stuff, literally, I'm peppered in stuff. Oh, I love this. Thank you for bearing with me. Until I edit this video, I mean, this is literally taken me all day. So, but like I said, it's because I completely forgot that my laminator was cold and not hot. So it just melted the pouches and then they got stuck inside. So I had to redo a lot of stuff. So that's on me. But this was, I love this. This was so much fun. I have had so much fun and they are so cool. And when you think they're just like a pack of playing cards. Awesome. Absolutely awesome. So thank you everybody for being here. I can't believe we're over a week in already. It's just going so fast. Oh, so what's our next video? Again, we don't know. It'll be a surprise for me too. Don't forget to like and subscribe and hit the bell so you get notified every time I upload a video, which is every day for this month. And don't forget to tag me in your makes as well. All my socials are either at the end of the video or they're in the description box. And all the digitals that I use are also in the description box. Thank you everybody for being here. I appreciate your support so much. And I will see you in my next video. Happy crafting. Take care. Bye.